What's good, good people? You know, this is your girl, Anna Deshawn, right here on E3 Radio, your number one stop for queer radio done right. And this is Wake Up with Anna and Friends. And our special guest, our friend today, man, I've known Sampson for a long time, okay? It's Sampson McCormick. What's going on, Sampson?
What's up? Child, I done went and got some mouth work done, honey, so I'm not gonna smile too wide today. I don't want to scare y'all.
Don't scare the people this morning. Everybody on YouTube see you covering your mouth and everything.
Yeah, I've been doing it like silly. Okay, it's like when I smile and I feel that laugh coming on, I just be like,
ugh. You miss Celia?
Yes, I miss Celia. Yeah.
I promise to God, that's what my wife does all the time. I know that she is laughing real hard when she started covering her mouth. Okay, It'd be real quick with it. I was like, oh, that was funny. Oh, that was
did she get some dental work done too?
No, child, that's just her natural reaction.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's so cute. I was like, oh, that was real funny.
Well, people who do that now they the ones that crack the dirtiest jokes.
Don't get her started, okay? My Scorpio can get real litty, okay?
I'm pretty sure.
So, family, if you don't know Sampson, I don't know what to tell you, okay? He is one of these Googleable guests, okay? Just put Sampson in comedy and you will find all about him. He's been in this game as an out Black gay man for 2 decades, showing out across stages across the country, the world, just being such a... Gosh, Sammy, I mean, you're like a pillar in this community for what you've been doing, and you just held it down in ways that many people do not. And I'm sure there's been a plethora of opportunities that have come your way, and you've just been like, that don't represent who I am. And I've always appreciated that about you. So, y'all, that's Sampson, and I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me. And yeah, people just don't know, but they're gonna find out.
They're gonna find out soon enough. And one thing that they need to find out about is your new film that's on Amazon Prime called Love the One You're With. It is fantastic. Me and the wife watched it twice yesterday, okay? It's just really good seeing Black gay men on screen, right? And people who I feel like I can relate to. They remind me of people in my community, and it's a very real thing. So tell us, what inspired it? How long you was working on it? How do you feel about it now being out in the world?
Oh, what inspired it? My OnlyFans content inspired it. No, I'm just playing. The thing that inspired it, I mean, it's, of course, I'm a comedian, but there are also so many other layers attached to me, and stories that come to me, and I'm gonna always do stand-up. I'm gonna always do it. But in order to tell some of those stories and tell them in the way that they need to be told, you have to start exploring other avenues. And for me, film has been one of those areas that I wanted to get into. And it's something fresh and new for me. It's different. It's, it's stand up. Like I said, I'm always going to do it. But the business of that has limited me in a way. So it's...
Do you feel like it got you stuck in a way that maybe you got boxed in a little bit and that's all people could see?
Yeah, I couldn't grow because just to tell her how it is, black queer anything, and I was one of the first, you know, the industry doesn't try to open doors for you unless you are a hairstylist or a fashion designer or something like that. But if you are an actual Black gay person, then don't be a Black gay man who can stand flat-footed without doing a bunch of extra stuff and just say what you have to say, and people like it. The industry don't know what to do with that. So it's really me navigating into the places that I know I should be by now. I know I should be doing more film and television, and since I have been overlooked in that regard, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go over here and kill it now.
That's what we have to do, right? You create your own lanes, you create your own art, and it's an investment that you make into yourself. And you've been investing in yourself a long time. And I hope you feel all the love from the community. All the love from here.
I know I've been invested in myself, so now I'm invested in these teeth, honey. Getting these teeth together.
What's going on? What's going on with these teeth? You hiding them?
You know, I'm smiling because I know it's, you know, I don't look bad, but it's just like I want this gap to close. But it's people judge you on your teeth. They do. So it's.
You know why? Because everybody out here in Hollywood got these fake teeth. They got these unrealistic expectations of what these teeth supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Now these teeth, these pearly whites they walking around with, cost them tens of thousands of dollars. They ain't real. It just ain't real.
Yeah, when they with those some people get veneers and the veneers don't fit their mouth properly. Mm-hmm. So I have nice teeth. They were just not straight. So I'm just getting them straightened.
That's the only thing straight, okay?
That's the only thing straight. Even my teeth was gay. Even my teeth were like that.
And family, please go watch Love the One You're With. I think it's a beautiful love story. I think it's an honest love story of what it means to be in a long-term relationship and for things to, and I don't want to give away too much. Just know that it hit home in a lot of different ways for a lot of people. And I think people can really relate to this film. So is it inspired by people in your life or your own situations or circumstances?
You know, I've had some dramatic romantic relationships and things like that. And I think I did create it. I really wrote it because I've experienced all the heartbreak of it. I haven't intentionally broken anybody else's heart. You know I probably do when they want to go on a date and I tell them I can't do that tonight, darling.
Not tonight. In that voice, do you do it in that voice too? Because if so.
Yes, with a fur coat on and I wrap it around. But seriously, we know how relationships are. We know how relationship dynamics can play out in our community. And so, you know, because people don't value relationships the way they once did, but there are a lot of people who do. I wrote it for the people who still do, and it's like they get that. I don't know. I think it affirmed a lot of people.
I think it does. I think it's great. So family, go check it out on Amazon Prime and then give it some high star ratings, okay? Mm-hmm. It's totally worth it. So thanks for creating that, Sampson. The community needs to see themselves on screen. It's important to see reflections of ourselves.
It is. And I do want to say really quickly, because we had some people who were coming on there leaving negative ratings. You know, they came on and they were looking for things that were wrong. Or, you know, some people just got triggered by the story. Because you know what the story is about. So if you're sitting there, you know you done somebody dirty, of course you're going to sit there and, you know, your butt cheek's going to be clenching up in the seat. You know what I mean?
Let the guilty stand up, okay?
Yeah, you know, you're going to be looking for the remote. You're not going to be able to find it because your butt going to be... So... some people left it because of that, but again, you know, it is so important for us to affirm solid efforts that we see. That's the only way we're going to see more and get the money that we need to give other people opportunities who may want to do it but not have the courage to fight the battles we're fighting.
That's it. And speaking about battles, that's a great segue. I know you're real political. You're always following what's going on. Just last week, the George Floyd trial, the verdict, all those things. How did you take in that whole, the trial, the verdict, the policing? Like, what are your thoughts about it all?
I have a really close friend who's like a relative to me named Kim Folks out in Oakland. And, you know, she said, basically, you know, this is not justice until it becomes a precedent. And I think that summed it up perfectly. You know, it happened one time. Okay, you get to be the sacrificial lamb because where we are right now in our country with the tension that's already hanging in the air about so many other things, you don't want to let another white man off while people are struggling to pay their bills and, you know, faced with all kinds of different challenges, because, you know, if you do that, especially right now, after they let them white folks go down there and run all through the Capitol.
Run it all through.
I mean,
climb up on the side.
Bust
through.
Yeah, bust through. Had took their shoes off, had Nancy Pelosi's office
taking selfies,
like corn chips.
Hello, and and hot sauce, okay?
And hot sauce. You know we couldn't have done that. And so with the sequence of events that have occurred and where we are now, you know, in this country, they and I mean we can't avoid it. I really do believe that another civil war is still going to happen. You know, it's not something that I look forward to because I enjoy the lightheartedness of life and laughing and togetherness, but I mean that's not the real world. I've learned that. It's not the real world. I mean, there's so many different dynamics and there's so much anger that it's gonna boil up into something.
It absolutely will. I think the tension in this country is palpable between the Republican states, the Democratic states, the places with big cities, the places without. I don't even think it's a North and South thing, the way in which it was in the 60s. I definitely think it's a conservative versus liberal, or even people who lean towards the left.
Mm-hmm. And it's a class thing too.
Oh, always classism.
You know, so
it's
when you look at, and I don't get too deep like this, but you know, it's when you look at the purge, that's very symbolic of a lot of things that are happening in this country. You know, on the news, even, you know, certain behaviors that are acted out. You know, it's no different when the cops do it to black people. That's still the purge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not really a religious person, but I think, you know, some of the things that are going on spiritually in the country, it's all the stuff is energy. We're all affected by it.
We definitely are, and there's a lot going on, and at some point it's definitely going to pop. So to your point around that quote that you said, I think this is a great first step. It held them accountable. You know, and that accountability has not happened in the past. So let's see what happens for the next case, and then the next case, where everything doesn't have to be perfect, where someone's death is enough. We'll see about that, right?
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, he's still going to be leading KKK rallies up there in that jail cell that he's in. So
23 hours a day is where he's in, and isolated. We'll see how long he lasts there, for real.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. So, family, if you want to catch Sampson out here in the world being funny, because let's be clear, he is hilarious as hell. There's a couple of places you can catch him. Sampson always goes live on his Facebook on Monday nights with topics that range from talking about Donnie McClurkin, which I crack up every time I see you mention the church. Okay.
We got to talk about the church because it controls so much. And I mean, the church be beating us up. I'm like, if you kick all the gay people out, who's going to sing in the choir? Okay. And you know, I get on these straight people because these straight people, it's some straight people now. It's like they realize that gay people exist. So it's like they aren't so shocked when we're in a room, but it's like still like, don't do too much. You know, they kind of give us that, and they don't understand the issues we go through. And I'm like, so, you know, you straight people, y'all need to be fighting for us, because if y'all let all of us die, who y'all gonna have to sleep with? You know, a lot of them straight people be sleeping with it. That's why they act so guilty when it comes to talking about it.
That's why they want to damn us to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, send me, because that's where all the fun gonna be. So send me.
Lil Nas X tried that. I love that new track.
Yeah,
I love what he's doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it like that, but I don't play with the devil, honey. All about.
You said maybe that was too much. Maybe it was too much for me.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I'm like, all right. Gay rights, black gay now, man. I don't play with the devil now.
He said he ain't playing with that down low, okay? And then so Monday nights, catch Sampson on his Facebook. I think it's wonderful. You always create a platform for black gay men, and that is more than needed. And then you're going to be in DC come June, right?
Yes, June 11th and the 12th. I will be doing 4 shows at the DC Comedy Loft. You can get tickets at dccomedyloft.com. And yeah, it's they're going to be following safety protocols and stuff. So where the room usually holds 200 people, and I will probably do 1 show. We're going to do 4 shows, and I think they're going to space everybody out to make sure everybody stays safe.
Wow. This is the world we're in, right?
And I'm not doing no meet and greet because I'm not taking the vaccine right now. So
okay.
I'm out here drinking lemon juice and Alka-Seltzer trying to stay healthy. Didn't they say Alka-Seltzer? No, they said Pfizer, bitch. So, I'm mixing my little Alka-Seltzer packets trying to stay healthy. And
okay.
But I don't know. They may make it mandatory and make it so people can't travel and stuff. So while I can, I'm going to sneak off and do my stuff and stay healthy. And then I'm going to come back and we'll see what happens.
That's definitely happening. I've been reading stories. Something I've been following just with top stories here on the station around COVID and these vaccine passports. All of it is happening. There's about 17 companies right now developing their own situations to present to the government. So we'll see how that all rolls out.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Family, it's Sampson McCormick right here on E3 Radio. It's so good to see you, boo.
It's good to see you always, and thank you for continuing to provide media for the community. There are no Black gay news outlets that we can look at on the television. Not many prominent gay news sites online, that are interactive. So the gay media, Black gay media, is so important for news and all that. So thank you.
Hey, I'm just trying to be like you when I grow up, okay? And look good and pink like you. Y'all gotta go to the YouTube to check them out, okay? For this chocolate stuff.
And Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Sampson McCormick.
Do that. It's worth it, I promise you. You will not be disappointed. Sampson, it is always a pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Man, check out Sampson. Follow him on IG. Follow him on YouTube. Buy a DVD. Buy one of his shows.
Buy my weed.
Watch the movie. Yo,
I'm sending
the
people
good stuff.
Underwear. Now these little old men, they wanna bust down that Social Security check on some smelly drawers. I'm selling smelly drawers.
Selling smelly drawers too. If you want that, he got it. Okay.
They smell like cocoa butter and light funk. Just a light funk.
I'm gonna leave that right there with the funk. Only on E3 Radio, I promise you. I can't make it up.
Not a bad funk. Just
just
standing in the grocery store line too long.
And that is too much funk for me. Family, just keep it locked, okay? I promise. Only on E3 Radio.